Good morning, friends. Today is Wednesday, the 15th of October. Here we are, meditative yoga on Facebook Live. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's begin. Today we're going to start standing on our mats. Let me close this door so my neighbor's construction saw doesn't bother our video here. We're going to start in our Tadasana at the top of our mat. I'm going to face you so you can see what it looks like for this section. Feet are equally under each of your hips. Shoulders are stacked. Weight is on both feet. Hips are parallel to the floor. Shoulders are too. Rib cage is centered over top of your hips and your chin is tucked. This is an opportunity to kind of undo some of the screen time slump that we're so fond of these days. So really work on where your chin is over your shoulders. Big breath in here. Take your time. Big breath out. 2 more times. Big breath in. Start to slow your rhythm. Let your gaze go soft. This time, let's come straight up overhead. Press our hips forward just slightly. Look at the corner of the ceiling. And exhale, come up. Shake your arms out, twist around just a little here. Work that opposite foot, opposite hand. Get some gentle stretches going on here. Back to center, arms up, big inhale. On your exhale, crescent over to your right side and your left. While you do that, I'm gonna go put my AirPods in. I realize this might not sound very well for y'all. Okay, here we go. This is better. Very distracted this morning. Here we go. Big inhale up, crescent over right, back to center, crescent over left, and come back to center. Big inhale, hips come forward slightly, tighten those tummy. Exhale, come down, hang in your forward fold here. Wiggle around left and right. Maybe your knees bend, alternating. Release your head to the floor. Release your neck to the floor. Big inhale in, hands find your shins. We're looking down at the floor. The top of our head is reaching for the wall in front of us. Feeling that stretch in the back of your legs. And hips come down, shoulders come up, back is straight. We're back in our standing Tadasana here. Roll those shoulders back and down. Big inhale, bring that right ear to your right shoulder. Back to center, big inhale. Left ear to left shoulder. Release those shoulders to the floor. Maybe you pull your hands down, reach down to the floor. Big inhale. Slow exhale. Big inhale, come up. And exhale, chin to chest. Inhale. And as you exhale, pull your shoulders away from your ears down to the floor. Back up to center. Bring that right chin, your chin to your right armpit. Inhale, bring your chin up to the ceiling, staying on that right side. Very gentle stretch here in the front of your neck. Exhale, draw those shoulders away from your ears. And back to center. Inhale, chin to left armpit. Draw those shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, chin gently up to the ceiling. Gentle stretch in the front of your neck here. Inhale, shoulders down and back to center. Roll those shoulders. Let's do a gentle standing cat and cow here. Elbows come forward, back is rounded, shoulders come forward. You can reach forward gently with your hands if you'd like. And back to Tadasana. And now press that chest forward. You're only pressing the top of your chest here. We are not arching our back. We're tightening our tummy muscles gently. Our glutes are engaged to keep us nice and steady. And we're really pressing that upper pec muscle to the ceiling gently. And back into your cat, standing cat. Back into your standing cow. At your own pace, as you work through these movements here, just do a body scan. See how you're coming to your mat today. Sync your breath. And if you have any sticky spots, think about sending your breath there. Back to neutral. Roll those shoulders, warming up. And let's one more time do some gentle twists here. Get that back warmed up. And back to your Tadasana. This time, we're going to make sure we're nice and stacked. And what we're going to do is have our hands meet at the back. Clasp your hands and reach your hands to the floor behind you. Shoulders come away from your ears. Top of your chest is reaching towards the ceiling just in front of you, but we've got our tummy engaged, our glutes are engaged, so we're not arching our back. We're just pressing our chest forward, reaching our hands down. Back to center, a little bit of a forward bend just to stretch out opposite. If you want to alternate your feet here, alternate your knees rather. And back up to standing. Clasp those hands, reach to the floor behind you, send your chest up to the ceiling gently. Guard your lower back, engage that tummy, engage those glutes. And exhale, come forward, reach the floor and the opposite stretch. And back to center, nice and stretched. What we're going to do is start at the top of our mat Weight is equally distributed on both feet. Hips, shoulders are stacked and parallel to the floor. Rib cage is centered. Chin is nice and tucked. We're going to take a big inhale, bend those knees, send those hips back. Arms come up into your chair. Just a gentle chair here. We're still at the beginning. Weight is rooted down through our heels. We've got a nice straight line from our hands through our shoulder down to our hip. If you want to bring your hands to heart center, you can. Bring your shoulders up, bend your knees, send your hips down just a little more. Big inhale here. Big inhale. On your exhale, send your right foot back into your lunge. Hands come up above your head. Our humerus is right next to our ear. We've got our front knee right over top of our front ankle. Our weight is in the ball of our back foot and rooting down through our front heel. Big inhale here. Send those arms down your body and reach back. Press that chest up. You can look up at the corner of the ceiling if you'd like. Make sure to keep that hip tucked under so we guard our low back here. Shoulders come away from your ears. Big inhale. Big exhale. On your next inhale, bring your hands forward, shoulders come forward, hands to heart center, bend that back knee, press hard, bring it up to the front, come up to standing, and now you're back in your Tadasana. Shake it out if you need to. Roll those shoulders, get ready for a reset. Back to the front. Back in our Tadasana, big breath in, shoulders come away from our ears. Send those hips down, hands come up into your chair. Hips are low, back is in a neutral posture. Arms are high, you can bring your arms to heart center if that's easier for your range of motion. Big breath in, and on your exhale, send that left foot back. Hands come up above your head. Keep that right knee over top of your right ankle. The weight is in the ball of your back foot, rooting through your front ankle. Front heel, turn those hips under to guard your low back. Hands are nice and tall, reach high. Big inhale, and as you exhale, bring your hands down by your hips. Reach for the floor with your hands. Check your front knee. Send that chest up to the ceiling. Make sure that you maintain your hip tuck there to guard your low back. Big exhale. Inhale. Exhale, see if you can sink a little lower. And as you're in this awkward posture that we're holding for an awkwardly long time, think about maybe there's an old plan in your head that just is off. It's just not working. Maybe just set that to the side for right now. Come back to your body. Come back to your breath. Big inhale. Lean over that front leg, then that back leg. Press off. Come back to standing. In your Tadasana, you did it. That was an awkwardly long time. We set down a burden. Kind of off, not quite working. Let it lie. Be free of it for right now. What we're going to do now is I'm going to put my hair in a ponytail. We're going to come down to our mat. We're going to do so. We're going to come through our sun salutation. So we're going to start here. Weight is equally distributed. Shoulders are back and down. We're stacked, centered, and tucked. Ready? Big inhale. On your exhale, press those hips forward ever so slightly. Look at the corner of the ceiling. Open those armpits. Big exhale down. Hang in your forward fold here. Enjoy the forward fold. Release your head to the floor. Release your neck to the floor. Be unburdened here for just a few seconds longer. Grab your elbows maybe. Palms find your shins. Spine comes neutral. Head reaches for the wall in front of you. Neck is nice and neutral. Big inhale. On your exhale, hands find the mat, feet find your plank position. Let's stay here for just a beat. Warming up the body. Maybe you rock forward and back. Maybe you rock your heels from one side to the other. And let's come down into our tabletop. Let's do some cat and cow here in our tabletop. Make sure to sync your breath with your movement. Wrists stay underneath of your shoulders. Knees stay underneath of your hips. Bring your knees to the edge of the mat. Toes find each other. Hips come back and down. Hands find the front of the mat. Big inhale. Big exhale. Come back up. Bring your knees hip distance apart on your mat. Come up to kneeling. We're stacking our hips and our shoulders over top of our knees. Shoulders come back and down. And what we're going to do here is bring our palms together in the back, clasp your hands, reach for the floor, and this time press your chest up to the ceiling one more time. Guard your breathing. Make sure your hips are rolled under to guard your low back. And come forward, round your back. Maybe you wiggle right, wiggle left, wiggle right, wiggle left. Come back up to kneeling. Shoulders come back and down. Maybe this time your hands come to your low back. Press your thumbs onto that bone in your low back, just above your glutes. Engage your tummy. Engage your glutes. Press your hips forward. Reach that chest to the ceiling. Maybe look at the ceiling. Breathing maybe a little more shallow in this pose, but I challenge you to find some stability and ease. Come forward. Round it out to balance the movement. Maybe you come right. Maybe you come left. One more time. Shoulders come back and down. Hands find your low back. Tummy is engaged. Core is engaged. Glutes are engaged. Front of your thighs are engaged. Press those hips forward ever so slightly. Reach that chest to the ceiling. If you have it available to you and want to reach your ankles, you're welcome to do that now. Guard your low back. And come back forward. Let's do some cat. Here, come back to your tabletop. Bring that right hip to your right shoulder. Exhale. Inhale over to the left. Bring that left hip to your left shoulder. Back and forth very gently. Maybe bring your right ankle back. Your right leg is nice and long. And what we're going to do here is slide our right foot over to the side here, as high as you can go, and slide it back. We're just going to play with sliding that foot forward and back. Keep your spine in a nice neutral position. Neither cat nor cow. Maybe you switch your legs. Our meditation for today, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. Maybe you switch back. Okay, bring those knees wide to the edge of your mat. Toes come together, hips come back and down. Hands come forward. Kind of melt into the mat. Couple deep breaths here. Come back to tabletop. We're going to move into our upward dog here. So I invite you to bring your knees towards the back of the mat. Bring your hips down to the mat. Arms stay nice and long. Guard your shoulder here. We don't want to collapse into our shoulder socket. We want to stay nice and tall. And now engage that tummy. Press through the tops of your heels. Breathing might be shallow here. I encourage you to open your chest. Keep that tummy tight. And back into your tabletop. Knees come wide, toes come together. Into our child's pose. 2 deep breaths. Shoulders come up, roll those hands. Okay, back to our tabletop here. This time we're going to slide our left knee back. We're going to slide our right knee up to our right wrist. We're going to toggle that right ankle up close to our left wrist. We're going to sit up nice and tall and scooch our back leg back. And we're here in our nice hip stretch pose. I encourage you to avoid arching your back. Engage your tummy muscles slightly. Keep your shoulders nice and high. If you need to use a block or a blanket underneath your flank to give you some support, you can do that now. Encourage or take stock of your hips to make sure your hips are parallel to the floor, as are your shoulders. Deep breath in. One more deep breath. Send those hips up. Release that knee. Back into tabletop. Knees come wide. Toes come together. Hips come down. Arms come forward. 2 deep breaths here. Back up to tabletop. Good posture here. Wrists are underneath your shoulders. Bring that left knee forward. Left ankle forward. Right knee comes back. Shoulders are nice and tall. If you need to put a blanket or a block underneath your left flank to support this position, do so now. We want to guard against the arch in your back, so the opening comes here from our shoulders, and you can press through your right knee to guard your low back there. And release, comes forward into your tabletop. Knees come wide, hips come down, hands come forward. 2 deep breaths. As you're here, maybe consider what hope or new idea is coming to mind. Back up to tabletop. Hips come down, feet slide around, come into your butterfly. Feet may be close to your body, feet may be wide from your body. Either way works. The win here is that we're equally on our sit bones and our spine is in a nice neutral posture. Shoulders stacked, ribcage centers, chin tucked. Big breath in, big breath out. Big breath in, big breath out. Maybe your right hand comes to the side. Your left hand comes to your right knee, open over your right hip. And come center. Left hand comes down by your hip. Right hand comes to your left knee. Sit up nice and tall and open to the left here. Shoulders are away from our ears. Around to front, big breath in, nice straight posture. Big inhale, exhale down, hinge at the waist, hinge at the hips rather. And I invite you to come back up. Bring those knees up to your chest, rock back to the floor, rock those knees left and right. Give yourself a little bit of a back massage here. Deepen your breath, soften your gaze. Right leg comes down to the floor, left leg stays up. Big inhale. On your exhale, hands find the floor, left foot finds the mat, right foot comes up, hug that knee very gently. Big inhale. On your exhale, find the mat with all of your limbs. Relax your shoulders into the floor, your head, your neck. Relax your hips into the floor. Maybe your feet fall to the side. And rest here. Consider listening to the Lord for His hope and His plans for you. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll those ankles and those wrists. Wiggle your knees and your elbow. Come onto your side. Press up into your seated position. Shoulders come up, around, and down. Hands find your knees. Maybe they come to heart center. Well, friend, may the light of the living God bless you and keep you today. Thank you so much for joining me today on this yoga journey while we have some time. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.